Welcome to the One Shot to Survive podcast. My name is Matt Kroeger. I am your game master, and this is a very special episode of the One Shot to Survive podcast because we are doing a special edition called Bigfoot's Bounty. We're not rolling. We've got a story locked and loaded, but it's exciting for a few other reasons. The first is that we're joined by many very special guests. Played before. You may remember our first from our Christmas episode where he summoned a gingerbread man. And my old Spark of Madness podcast co-host,
Troy McClure. I'm Troy McClure.
I'm Troy McClure.
I know me as the old Spark of Madness host.
That's right. And our resident Bigfoot professor. Enthusiast. That's right. Ben, do you have can you share like one deep cut fun fact about Bigfoot that people may not know about?
Mid-tarsal break.
Mid-tarsal break is a feature found in primates that gives these animals more dexterity. And a primate's foot looks totally different than a human's foot. So when you see a giant human foot that's bigger than a human foot that has these things,
interesting.
It makes sense.
Metatarsal? Did you say metatarsal? Mid-tarsal. Mid-tarsal.
Mid. Basically, it's like a hinge.
Think of it as like a pizza box, but your foot.
Chauncey, I'm talking to the expert over here. Oh,
my apologies.
The actual Sasquatch.
Oh, my apologies.
No, that's one thing. And I have more.
Okay.
We'll wait.
You know what the episode's called, right? It's called Bigfoot's Bounty. I'm sure there will be plenty of
I got
opportunity.
Bounty at Bigfoot Observations.
We have other guests as well. Joined again by Rachel Frend from the Five-ish Fangirls podcast. Rachel, what's your favorite cryptid? That's the question I have for you.
Ooh. I mean, I probably should say Bigfoot just because it
Ben might fight you if you don't pick
it.
I don't care. Everybody has their own.
It is a very special place in Chauncey and I's relationship.
Bigfoot?
Yes.
Oh.
But yeah.
It's a romantic comedy.
The new Hallmark
When
story.
Harry met Harry.
Yeah.
Although after going to visit the epicenter for all things Mothman and seeing that statue with the acid done quit.
That's right.
Just saying.
That booty don't quit.
Oh.
Mothman sounds more like a prophecy.
There was a
Mothman that just
kicked in right when you said that.
It's right, prophecy.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of what's happening today.
Yeah. All I know, we got to segue off of like thirsting over Mothman before things really get out of hand.
Booty don't quit.
Yeah. Chauncey Frend as well. If you didn't, I've now mentioned both podcasts. So Chauncey, I know you're not on a podcast, but if we want a soft launch, like a Buck the Trucker thing, we could do that if you really wanted.
I'm just happy to be here.
Chauncey, the question I wrote down for Bigfoot, if I know you're a hunter, how would you hunt Bigfoot?
Ooh, I wouldn't hunt Bigfoot, quite frankly, because Bigfoot is probably a predator. And if I was to hunt Bigfoot, it would probably hunt me, just like the Velociraptor in Jurassic Park, where he says, "Clever girl." If there is a way to hunt Bigfoot, it involves traps, in my opinion.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think that's as good as it. So Colin, our last player, we are at, this is special for a few reasons in addition to this, but as we've alluded to, we are playing for the very first time all in person, which we haven't done on this show yet. All in person, literally looking at each other, recording live. We're recording outside at I'm not going to say where you live, Colin, but we're at Colin's house. We're
an undisclosed
location. Out in the woods. So if you hear random nature sounds that we can't cut out, it's the real thing.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Well, Colin, you told me before you came up here, which is the first time I've been to your house a few times, but you revealed the secret detail about your house that you told me Bigfoot lives near here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, you've
got a rapport with him. You've got a name and everything.
He's cool. It's just Henry. He lives in the backyard.
Old Henry.
He just comes around when he wants, and we kind of just look at each other and just nod and say, "Morning."
This is going to be really fun though, because
this is gonna be great.
not only are we recording live around outside, or there's a fire crackling. It is.
Ooh, look at that! Oh my God!
What happened?
You said crackling. The fire crackled.
Ominous.
Like,
There's a lot of
moon.
like eerie. This is going to be an eerie episode.
It's full moon tonight too, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that like flower moon? The
I
curse of the flower moon.
I think the timeline of the story we're going to play, it's like 6 p.m. that we're starting to record this. So we haven't really played into it over the course of our record. Not really. Like, we've been very tongue in cheek. One shot to survive. Are you going to survive the story? We've only had a few Colin deaths over the course of our 15 episodes now, but they're very like, oh, and he's alive right away. But I'm just gonna call it now. I'm just gonna say that the last exciting thing about this episode that we're about to record is that depending on where the story goes, this podcast may just change forever. So it's gonna be a big one.
Wow.
And I'm excited to see which players and which characters are going to be a part of it. So, as always, we're playing the mold system, which I came up with. I'll kind of share the rules as we go if you've never listened in before. But the thing we start off with first is a bunch of characters from our world today. And I want to hear a little bit more about them before we jump in. Chauncey, I think I'm going to start with you. What character are you playing, and tell us a little bit about them, but especially their shadow and skills.
Yes, sir. My name is Chauncey Winkler, and my last appearance in all public media was in the I don't remember what year Chaos Kernel cartoon, and my skills are computers, and I like dinosaurs, and my shadow is PDF files. I can't stand them.
Don't get me started on Adobe.
Come on, Adobe, just go open source. Come on. That's about it right there.
Chauncey
sir.
Winkler, computers, dinosaurs, and hates PDF files. Rachel, what character are you going to be playing?
Well, third time's a charm. She's been very helpful in these past 2 adventures. So Juno Brightwell has not gone anywhere.
And can you remind those listening who haven't heard past episodes, and definitely not me because I haven't memorized for sure, but what are your skills in shadow?
That's okay. I don't either. I can only remember 2 out of my 3 skills. She is a nerd among nerds, big into pop culture and entertainment and all the like. And so she is really adept at research. She has quite the pop culture knowledge database in her brain, although it's a little dated. She does show her age. She's rather adept handling audio and video.
Mm-hmm.
And her shadow is she hates to be looked over or underestimated, especially because of her gender.
Ben, tell me about your character. Ben,
My character's name is George. George is he's an artist. He's apathetic, but he's also a hunter, and he works for his dad, a hunter at the outdoors and guns.
So does he?
Cattle Washington.
Is that one of his skills, or I guess is he actually proficient with all of those things, or is that just what he happens?
He is. He likes it. He likes that stuff.
So I'm hearing like all the skills, but let's pare it down. What were the 3 skills you wrote down?
Observation, mimicking.
I'm not giving you the outdoor skills then,
Okay,
because you
fine.
said mimic, observation, and hiding. Yeah.
I'm like, city boy likes the outdoors.
Okay. All right. And what's your shadow? What was the shadow for George?
Shadow is their own self-doubt.
That won't come up at all. Colin is our final character at your own home.
We're here.
Should we just look around to see, like, describe you or describe your skills, or do you want to share?
Let's start with shadow first, because I sent you a picture about a week ago of a swarm of bees. And what was your response to it, Matt? That you
I think I joked that just based off a recent episode we recorded that I was therapized so much by looking at the bees photo that I was resolved childhood trauma just by looking at it.
Breakthrough.
Oh yeah, because you don't like patterns. You don't like
Well, but we joked a lot about like bee therapy, which was a joke at first, but actually is a real thing.
Is it?
And so he sent this picture of bees, and I was like, wow, I feel like a million pounds lighter now.
Hey, I'm ready to be myself.
So I kept on thinking, some people have issues with the way that the bees are, like the way that they fly and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't really have an issue with that, but I have an issue with skittering.
All right, Colin, you don't like skittering. What are your skills though?
But so my skills go with my photography, beekeeping, and amateur woodworking.
So we've just introduced all 4 of your characters. None of you know each other, although Colin and Juno technically do. From what, the retirement party? That would have been the last one. As well as the Christmas episode we mentioned earlier. So you've been on a submarine and you've been geriatric superheroes, basically.
Yeah.
But you guys don't know each other, but you're from our world. And the idea of this mold system is that it is going to transport you to another dimension, which is where we'll play our game and we'll establish sort of what's going on. But before that can happen, we need to get you all in the same place. I'm open to suggestions, given that I've got 2 nerds. We've got George, who works at an outdoor store and sells guns, but is an artist. I'm not finding the overlap.
Seattle, Washington, not too far from Mount Rainier.
Yeah. And then we've got Colin, who does a little bit of everything. So what might be a place that the 4 of you might end up?
I think we're out at a bluegrass festival out in the, a hippie bluegrass festival.
Ew.
I love it.
It's like oil and water over here with these 2.
I was gonna say like South by Southwest or something like that.
Well, you can have bluegrass at South by Southwest.
Colin, you lived Pacific North. Is there any
Yes, I
reason?
did.
What would be a reason for you to be in the Pacific Northwest? You specifically.
I would travel up to go see where the Goonies. was
Yeah.
filmed.
Astoria.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That's
Oregon.
you're gonna go where the Goonies was filmed.
Yeah.
That's perfect because Juno would be there for sure. And Chauncey, we'll have to figure out why you're there.
That is acceptable.
They have good ice cream there.
Oh,
yeah, you're gonna trip. But Colin, describe your trip to where was it? What was the name of it?
Astoria.
Astoria.
So picture this: you drive in, you're going over a bridge, and you're just like, "What is that big rock? I've seen that before. That's the Goonie rock."
yeah.
You've seen it in Goonies, and then you drive in, and you're right in the middle of the town, and right off the side where I would meet all these folks would be this ice cream parlor that is in a boxcar.
Okay. A boxcar.
It's a boxcar ice cream joint.
Does it have Goonies paraphernalia associated with it?
Basically, you can get some ice cream and look up on the hill, and you see the house that they shot the Goonies.
What flavors of ice cream do they have? Do they have what about the truffle shuffle?
The truffle shuffle.
This is where we're starting. So, Colin, you've walked in, you've gone on your trip, you've visited the Goonie Rock. You did exactly what you just described and ended up at this ice cream shop. Now our second time going to ice cream shops. Are you just gonna go in order, or what
I'm gonna get go in and go, Baby Ruth. And I probably wouldn't get a laugh or anything, but
you don't. The person serving you just sighs and goes, "Yes, we get it.
Yeah,
We got it. Okay."
I would
You want the Baby Ruth scoop? How many scoops?
3.
3 scoops. Got it. At this point is when Juno, you walk in, having visited the Goonies Rock, presumably, I assume.
Down in Goonies Rock.
Well, I've already taken 5 bazillion selfies, so says my arms get a little tired because I forgot my selfie stick.
As you walk in, the first thing you see as you're like settling into the thought of like taking a rest and getting some ice cream is you see Colin again, having shared a submarine adventure with him once as Christmas characters, and then later as I mentioned, adventurers at a retirement home. What do you say to each other? Do you I assume you must recognize each other.
They have baby Ruth here.
Well, that's nice. I'm partial to Superman myself.
Ooh.
We're at a Superman. We have plenty of truffle shuffle though. Although that man over there seems to be eating quite a lot of it. And then you look over and you see George.
Hey, you guys!
He said it.
I understood that reference.
So you look over, you do your thing. You've made this connection. You're just talking to yourself, I guess. Or
Sure.
what are you here for? You're just here for the ice cream?
You know, I live all the way up in Washington. It's a drive. But, you know, why not? Listen to Moon for ice cream.
Do you like the Goonies?
Like saddest but most like effortful, which I appreciate, version of yes anding I've ever seen. Of like you're telling me I'm here. I guess I'm here.
It's like, I'm just here.
Yeah. So you're eating the truffle shuffle. You're getting the Superman. Colin, you want some
Baby Ruth.
she finishes the baby Ruth and goes, here you go.
Thank you. This is this like what they had in the Goonies?
It's an approximation. We do our best, but it's just ice cream, man. I just work here.
This
I
is
don't know.
great. If I give you a tip, will you sing for me?
No.
No, it's not one of those places.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not one of those places. And
look, you want some ice cream or not? Don't bother me, you know.
we're in a boxcar, okay?
It's
We
freaking
don't just because we're near that rock. We were here first, actually. This is a 200-year-old ice cream parlor, and suddenly there's like a weird rock outside, and somebody makes a movie about it, and now that's all anyone could think about. I'm the 5th generation of the ownership of this ice cream parlor, and all you can ask is about if I'll sing a Goonie song.
So
Get out.
Your family's part of history here?
But I am out. This is just, I'm out outside, you know. It's boxcar, right? Like, so it's like, nah, I'm not going anywhere.
Sir, are you getting aggressive?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I drove all the way down here from freaking Seattle, Washington.
You're making the other customers. Ma'am, are you uncomfortable? Are you uncomfortable? Here's your Superman, by the way. Are these men making you uncomfortable? Referencing Goonies?
No. Goonies never say
Oh my
die.
gosh. See, okay. Well, maybe this gentleman over here walking up is going to have a thought. Sir, what can I get for you? What can I get for you?
Actually, Derry doesn't agree with me, but do you have fish sticks?
This is an ice cream parlor that has been here for 200 years.
I've never actually seen Goonies. Have you ever seen the movie Short Circuit with the robots?
Oh, you mean that's Steve Gutenberg's greatest movie ever?
You bet.
And Police Academy.
This is
Johnny
my,
Five.
Yeah.
He's alive.
this is my
Johnny
worst
Five is alive.
nightmare. And so the person at the front just like ducks out in the back.
Was Johnny Five here too?
About
As you
Johnny
say
Five?
that, Colin, out of the ice cream scoop containers comes the shimmering, like horrible, creepy black mold that slides on out, having like just tainted everything around it and starts to envelop the 4 of you in particular. And you feel yourself being portaled through time and space to another dimension.
George. By George.
And that's where we're going to pick up and play our game. So the story we are playing is called Bigfoot's Bounty. It's part of the mold system. Something that happens when you rematerialize in a new world is that you not only get to take on one of the 5 mold archetypes, of which there are 5: the warrior, the conjurer, the scholar, the enchanter, and the survivor, which provides you with certain powers, and we'll get into that in a second. But you also will take on another form to begin the story, or at least usually that happens. And in this case, that is true. When you warp into this new world, you are going to still have sort of the sense memories of yourself. You'll know, like, it's not like you've forgotten who you were or where you were, but you also are going to start to inhabit another, like, alternate dimension version of yourself, and you'll vaguely understand, like, what they were thinking about when you morph over. In this case, the 4 of you are going to take on the form of stray pets.
Oh no.
So you are now going to be, unless you can convince me of like a very clear instance where not only were you could have once been somebody's pet and then now are not and are on the street, but think like, I'm a stray dog, I'm a stray cat. So what I'm going to need for you to do is think about what your animal form is. We're going to go around and I'm just going to have you pick one of those 5 molds that I listed, and then I'm going to have you read what I have. There's no like there's no like, let's review everything. You're just going to pick one of the 5 when I say it's your turn, and then you're going to read what powers you get. That's what's going to happen. So take a second, and then when y'all feel like, I know what I'm going to be.
The limitations on what kind of animal? Within reason? You want this like more?
Let's say within reason.
It has to be something that's like that's something people could have.
It can't be something ridiculous, and I'm going to put like it can't be like a horse. It can't be a horse or something.
Yeah, limitations are good.
All right. Let's go in reverse order. Colin, what stray animal are you?
I'm a golden retriever.
Okay.
Not named Shadow.
Do you want to? I didn't say name, but
Okay,
do you want to
fine.
have another name? I guess. So Colin's a golden retriever.
Yes.
Okay. And which of the 5 like kind of core molds do you want to take on? You get to pick. It doesn't matter what anybody else wants. You pick.
Survival.
Okay. So here I'm going to hand you. Believe it or not, I'm literally handing a card over. I want you to read sort of the name of this mold that is survivor, and then read the 3 powers that you get.
All right.
Holy cow.
The feral for survival. Exclusive. Elusive.
Yeah.
Feral rage and 9th life.
Feral rage sounds very interesting.
Yeah, I like that.
Feral rage.
Yeah, that should have been an
You
80s
want me to read
80s
what they
song.
do?
If just let's do it when they come up.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the issue with my handwriting
This
too.
is awesome.
All right. So these are your powers. Those are your powers. They're on your sheet. They'll come up as we go. So when applicable, just sort of, I'll ask everybody to kind of say, this came with the mold. This was my mold, one of the mold powers I said. All right, Ben, we've now heard your shadow, not what your shadow is for your character, but your alter ego is also named Shadow
No,
for
I'm
the
just
reference.
George.
All right, you're just George.
Old George.
And what animal are you?
German Shepherd.
Okay. Which of the 4 remaining do you want? So scholar, pretty self-explanatory. Conjurer, warrior, or enchanter? The conjurer
That's what I was
mold I have as dreamer.
I think maybe the Conjurer.
Okay.
Because I think I observe.
I knew you'd.
I'm saying
All
the
right,
Conjurer.
this is ridiculous. I didn't push it this way. I didn't really want to push it,
but
but you were leaning.
I was saying the
You
Conjurer.
were leaning. All right, this is
I
too
want you to
good.
listen off again because I was thinking Conjurer sounds the best.
Okay.
Listen off again.
Read the top, and then what are the? You don't need to read after the bullet or the colon, but what are the 3 powers? So read the top. What is the mold called?
Conjurer.
Okay.
Imagination, unlock, or be successful.
So every time you roll a dice and succeed, you're going to add to that number on your sheet, which basically means you can boost yourself all the time.
Okay.
What's the next one called?
Shadow Stray. 10 minutes, your shadow can act independently. You can't speak or physically move anything.
Yeah. So you have you can send your shadow out to go do
Yeah.
things. You literally just named yourself Shadow and picked it.
That's weird.
It's really weird. This is like the 10th thing today. That's been like a weird
I'm telling you
coincidence.
what.
All right. What's the last one?
Camouflage.
Okay. That
Oh
one's
my
pretty
gosh.
Oh yeah, you can hide.
Skills hiding.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Read that one off because it's a little bit more
And mimicking
specific.
too.
It's a little so
And
it basically
observation.
takes your powers. All right, Juno. Which animal are you going? Which stray animal are you going to be? And then what mold do you want?
Well, I'm going to be a cat.
Okay. Any particular kind or description?
Probably a tortie, because they have a lot of attitude.
Okay. And
Very-
which mold?
I believe I am going to be the scholar.
Scholar. Okay. Go ahead and read off that top one.
Seeker
Mhm.
/ scholar. Yep. Curiosity, tracker, and heightened senses.
Perfect. For an episode about potentially finding Bigfoot, a character called the Seeker that has tracking ability, that sounds like it might be
Well, and one of Juno's strengths is research.
useful. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's round it out with Chauncey Winkler, who again opted to only have 2 skills. What animal have you chosen, Chauncey, and what mold do you want?
I'm gonna be a domesticated potbelly pig. You can add to the shadows vertical orientation. So if you aim my eyes at the sky, I didn't realize there was a sky, and I go. But that's about it. So I don't like to look up.
I like my hooks on the ground.
Can I be the alpha?
You wasn't talking.
I almost feel like I don't want to give this to you. It's funnier if you pick the alpha one.
Yeah, I'm in the alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah. List off
I'm a black, hairy potbelly pig, the alpha warrior, bravery, +2 rolls for each stress, guardian. I got a pack bond. I have to read this later.
Because you're the alpha, you say so.
Basically, this one will come up. Read it off to the side
Okay.
because that one's maybe the most important. That's the
Pack
one.
bond.
Yeah,
All right.
just read that one.
You may pool the party's luck and share. All
But
right.
basically, everybody's luck is now in a
in a giant pool.
pool, so it's not like off to everybody's individual devices.
Great, you got all our luck.
I seem to remember something in Magic the Gathering that did something similar to this. Love it. Thank you.
Wow. All right, so we've got a golden retriever, a German shepherd, a tortie cat, and potbelly pig who's leading the charge.
An alpha Poindexter.
Well, just say I'm leading from the trenches. I'm not very vocal, so y'all just tell me where to go, and I will rise to the occasion.
Opposite of what an alpha is, Chauncey Winkler.
There's a reverse psychology angle.
All right, so you all went into the mold from we never even named it, the Boxcar Ice Cream Place, and find yourselves rematerializing. This like seeping, creepy mold starts to like reverse itself off of your body. You start to get your senses of where you are, and immediately you can tell like you're both from your viewpoint has now been like reduced from where you're standing at 5-6 feet tall. Now you're like much more ground level, and the smells, the fur, the everything is now taking on the perspective of your animal form. The very first thing you're going to do, I'm going to make everybody give me a stress test regardless. So here's what's going to happen. We actually have huge dice, so every roll is just going to be in front of everybody.
Oh, disintegration.
No, nothing here. So what I need you to do is roll against your mental state. So on your sheet, everybody has a mental and a physical number. This is out of 20 that you need to meet or beat. In this case, it's the mental number. And if you succeed on this, you're going to be confident. And you'll move
Oh boy.
on your sheet to the right, and you'll mark it the first large bubble. This means that the next thing you do, you'll roll with advantage because you're confident. If you fail this roll, then you're going to move to the left and be stressed, which means you'll roll your next thing with disadvantage. So everybody give me a mental roll.
Yeah, beat mine.
Yeah, just strike the first circle to the left of straight. Yeah, there you go.
And nope.
All right,
We're
we've
all
got 3
stressed.
stressed except for the alpha. You all look left and right. You're all just sort of outside of, like, there's an apartment building here, there's some other buildings. And you all look around at each other. As animals, you're allowed to talk to each other. We'll say that.
You can talk with the animals, all the other animals.
Hey, that's a pig.
Hey, that's a pig.
Hey, how are you?
I thought I smelled bacon.
Hey, now. Just because you have a canine sensibility doesn't mean you need to devour me.
Me, I am not so much a thing as a lowly canine. I'm a feline. thank you.
Feline, okay.
I was gonna say, none of you are concerned about being animals at all.
At this point, I'm just
you're
living with it.
like, we're animals. We're
So
good.
what am I going to do?
Not the strangest thing
I
that's
think-
ever happened to me.
I think that my nose is cleared out. I can smell everything.
It's morning at this point. You all, again, you're sort of in this, like, vaguely urban area that has, to your immediate left, there's an apartment building, but then there's some other, like, restaurants and I guess you could go investigate them if you wanted. But Colin, you just said your sense of smell. Not that everybody's sense of it has, like, heightened senses in animal form, but because you mentioned it, Colin, and because Juno, you have heightened senses. What does it say for that? I want to make sure. Roll with advantage. Okay. I want both of you to give me whichever is better, physical or mental, give me a advantaged roll right now. See if you beat it. So roll twice and take the better number.
Oh, we're going to take the 11 there.
Okay. Does that meet or beat either of your numbers? No.
Nope.
Okay. So that's a fail. What about you, Colin? Oh, that's got to be. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bless the others in that 20.
This is wild. Okay, so Colin, you actually succeeded because you were like, my
senses. I'm smelling something.
I'm
I'm smelling something.
So almost in like a flash, this is what happens. You got a whiff of something in the air, something you've never smelled before, but it sort of has like it's so unique that it stands out to you in a way that you weren't realizing. And just as you kind of like make whiff of like, oh wow, something's here, something like it's a creature of some sort, you hear fluttering, and up above you catch just a fleeting glance of something like dark and fast and large soar away from like where you all are and then disappears out of sight. And then followed by that is like the explosion. There's like static sparks and just like a loud crashing sound as this transformer nearby starts to like bend and tilt and snap from up above, and it falls and crashes down. And as it falls into the street and explodes into an array of sparks and stuff, you see that the power, like electricity around you, starts to go out. Like the apartment building to your left, if you were to peek in, you would start to see certain like scenes, but like up ahead, like you can see that the electricity on the block is gone.
So an explosion just happened, and
Yeah.
we see all this.
Yes. And because you succeeded, the smell, as you kind of like look to the side, you can kind of pinpoint the same smell as like coming from this like brown black fur kind of substance that's on the ground that kind of like floated down and rested right in front of you.
Whoa. That explosion. Can you smell that? It smells.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Because like soon after the electricity going out, you look ahead and out from one of the you can tell it's a restaurant. There's this like heavy set Italian guy goes, it's too bad that I can't keep this food, but I gotta throw it out. And he like throws all this like meat and stuff onto the like.
I'm running towards the food.
Sounds good to me. I certainly could replenish.
Chicken!
Of course, I'm always up for a meal, but I'm not going to go running after some uncouth canine.
So as you guys go over there, give me your animals. What are we talking about? You're just going to eat the food. It's not poisoned. It's just food. What are we talking about here? You don't need to roll for anything. It's just good food. If you want to write it on your sheet, you could add 1 health point because you ate food. So you guys are eating this food. The power's out. You look, several minutes have gone by. You're sitting here. All of a sudden, you hear this kind of like alarm sound going off. But you can tell the sound is like getting ahead of like what clearly has already happened, which is there are tons of dogs, cats, maybe primarily those that seem to have escaped from like the exact same direction. There's like a stampede up the street.
Over here's the food.
Yeah, that's exactly where they're going. There's just all these animals.
Hurry
Of
up
course,
and-
they're coming to the
Hurry
food.
up and gobble up caloric intake before they get here.
Yeah, so like
They do run in herds.
Let's go faster. Let's go faster.
Let's go faster.
Shoot
They run
faster.
over, and you can see sort of in the distance, if anybody was to kind of peek, that this is like where there's like the animal control / vet is up ahead, and the power outage has allowed everybody to be released accidentally, and all these animals come rushing over to you. People are starting to come out and are heading in your direction.
Kind of getting a little cautious now if there's more, like it's just filling up with more people, and maybe want to hit the outside a little bit.
You want to be on the like perimeter, like
Yeah.
not get stuck in the middle. You mean?
Yeah, I don't want to be stuck in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with Colin. Let's get out of the center of attention here, because it looks like a stampede's coming.
I trust you, Alpha. Keep domestic, boy. Settle down now. Settle down.
He's gonna go full hog.
Is there? I forget. I don't think any of your things actually play into this, Chauncey. But as the alpha, do you want to like command people to get out of the way before I make people roll? Do you want to try that, or like what's your? Are you just trying to like shimmy your way?
I recognize that you all weren't in animal form before, so I'm going to say let's get out of here before all these animals start stampede us, and we'll reassess here in a moment. Just to keep things on the up and up. Up and up.
Okay.
Up and up.
But it is your decision.
Very thoughtful of you, Alpha.
Yeah. Thank you for leading us.
For delegating
Thank
or
you for
whatever.
being reasonable.
I'm just building trust.
I'm going to say all of you need to make a physical roll. So again, take into account your stress or confidence. So if you're rolling with disadvantage or advantage to try and like weasel your way to the back. Oh, nat 20. All right.
Nat 20.
What does that mean?
I rolled a 1.
That's so good.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, so we've got 2 successes, right? Colin and Juno succeeded, and then in the same turn, we had. Wait. You're confident. You.
All right, here we go again.
You rolled a natural
Potbelly
one.
pig to the rescue. We got a 7. That
All right,
did not.
that didn't
pass
meet.
the
Okay.
muster.
So all of you shimmy to the back. You're like out of the way of getting trampled by all these animals. You've also positioned yourself in like a very advantageous way when animal control vet people are coming. At the same time, Ben, because you rolled, or George, you rolled a natural 20. Wait a minute, you're stressed.
I am stressed.
You didn't roll twice. You got to roll again.
So I got to roll one more time.
Yeah, and take the worst number.
Oh,
All right, you failed. Okay, so George and Chauncey, German Shepherd and Potbelly Pig, you guys are stuck
Ooh, in the middle.
in the masses.
Well, you might, when in Rome, you might shout out.
And you look to the side. There's a just because of Chauncey Winkler's it's weird to just say Chauncey. I guess I'll just say Chauncey. Because of Chauncey's alpha nature, the other creatures actually want to talk to him. There's another like kind of dog. There's like a little bulldog there with them. Or we could say corgi, I guess. Yeah, let's say corgi, because we've got a corgi here with us. There's a corgi there. Do you need help, sir? You look distressed.
What a distinguished animal here. I don't think I need help here. I'm a little worried about getting trampled, but I think I'm okay.
Well, they opened the gates at the kennel, and I ran out with everyone else, and here I am. My name's Arfred.
Arfred. You are a distinguished young man. Sounds like you come from good stock. Before you were in the kennel, what were you up to?
Well, I was living with a loving family who developed a late onset dog allergy, and they had to give me up.
Let him go, Alfred. Just come with me,
Alfred, man.
What is it?
Alfred.
Right?
Arfred.
Let him go, man. You're better than. You're too good for them, dude. I've got a little society here of others. We got a cat.
You're the master.
I'm a potbelly pig. We got 2 dogs and a cat. And if you come with me, we're gonna have some good times and some great oldies.
What in the animal farm is going on?
Okay. That sounds great.
Trying to get you to
Let's
join
go.
our society, our quest.
I will join you as all these everybody's just chowing down on food in the most animalistic way possible. But at that time, all of these people arrive and are going to try and capture
Arfred,
you.
what's your last name?
Pennywolf. There we go. Pennywolf.
Very good stock. Very good stock.
Very good stock. All right, so Colin and Juno, you get a moment here because you're on the outside. You're safe from the dog cat catchers that are coming. What would you like to do right now?
I want to yell scatter. The fuzz is coming.
Listen to him, guys. Listen to him.
I think I would do a little tail dance first. So I would sway my tail back and forth, do a look back, and go.
Take heed. Take heed.
Before we heard the call now.
All right, Colin, give me a mental roll, I guess. With I don't know if you're stressed still, but do that.
Worse.
Yeah, we got a natural one here. I'm looking down at. This actually caused more attention, and one of the dog catchers goes, "That one escaped. Get that one in particular." Starts running at you.
Forget the rest.
I do the tail wag.
Yeah, the tail wag didn't.
I do the tail wag of defeat, and I start running the other direction.
Okay, we'll cut back to you as you're running away. Juno, you have an opportunity to do something as a cat, presumably not whatever Colin just did. What would you like to do?
As the stampede is running down the street, and there just happens to be one of those big dumpsters, and the lid's closed, so I'm able to jump up on it.
Okay.
Where everybody can see me and hopefully hear me.
Okay. Are you going to say anything, or are you just
Heck yeah.
hiding? You're hiding there.
No, I'm jumping up. I'm gonna show y'all how it's done.
Okay.
Don't need any.
This is your escape route.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Well, my plan.
When you jump up on the dumpster, you can see that there's a window there that's headed to the apartment building. And inside the window, you can see the window is cracked. Inside, you see this man that is a little bit unkempt and frazzled, clearly rushing around in a very frantic state, very stressed out. You can see, if you look over, you can see that it is now well past a certain time. And an alarm is beeping, going off that presumably has been snoozed many times, and he's freaking out. He's very disheveled. He picks up a bag, and you can just hear him go, "Oh, oh shit, oh god, oh not again, and he like rushes out the door, and you see like in a few seconds, like because you're up on the dumpster, him like racing off and trying to get in a car and drive away. But you're standing on this dumpster, and the window is cracked in a way that you could get in. But let's cut back to the other two, Chauncey and George with Arfred. The dog catchers are here.
Catchers are here.
And they're also going after you too, Colin, as you're trying to run away.
George, we can do this. So these dog catchers are dumb as hell. So if you stand behind him, I'm gonna headbutt that guy right in the kneecap. He's gonna take a fall. That will give us plenty of time. Arfred, get behind the other one. Okay.
Yes, master.
Get behind the other one. You're just gonna basically
We're gonna tabletop him.
You're gonna tabletop him. You're
Okay.
an ottoman. You're
All right.
Ottoman.
Big Ottoman.
I'm on to it.
Ready?
Right.
I once
domestic,
studied
my
at
old
the
buddy.
Ottoman Empire.
I'm gonna just aim for the crotch, but whatever I hit doesn't matter. You guys are gonna trip him down on the ground. I'm gonna do it twice.
Okay.
Right.
All right, here we go.
Tabletop in place.
All
All
right.
right.
Hey,
Wait. So
Rick.
hold on. So let everybody's roll. I know what I'm doing. I'm the table.
You are the table.
You're the torpedo.
James Hetfield once said, "I am the table."
Isn't this maneuver called the Dick Van Dyke?
What's George doing?
George is an Ottoman as well. He's gonna block the other one. There's two dog catchers, right?
Yeah, there's two. Yeah. Colin, are you gonna be a torpedo as well?
I'll be a torpedo.
Okay.
I'll torpedo.
All right,
let's
I'm
do
with
this,
you,
Colin.
Captain.
Okay, so how about this? There's going to be an effort on George's and my part as Arfred to get in position without just like instantly getting caught. Just roll it. We both failed. So we're getting like pinned down, but you guys have a chance to like knock them over still and still get away, presumably. So go ahead and roll
14.
14. You guys can use luck. You don't have to like wait. You could use it right now.
Let's do it. Let's
use the luck.
3-ish points of luck. I'll leave it to you, Chauncey. So say you've got 40 total. Let's say I think to hit your number that time
15.
it's 3.
3.
So you have 37 left.
Okay.
Okay. Describe to me what your impact does to these dog catchers.
Well, we're doing the Dick Van Dyke, so the whole idea is just get them flat on their back, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here.
Okay.
We're gonna leg it. We
Okay.
got 4 legs.
Are you running? Where are you running to? Or are you going to where Juno is up on the dumpster? Are you going like what's your
No, there's
plan?
isn't there like a wooded area somewhere nearby, or?
Yeah,
that's where we're heading.
Does that sound right? We hear the alpha.
Yeah, the alpha say it. I gotta
Whatever
do what
the alpha says, keep him domestic.
When I hear him squeal, I say, "How much?"
Let's go, boys. We're gonna build a fort out there.
Oink, you believe it.
Okay, so you guys all book into the forest. I guess Juno, what would you like to do?
Right now, I'm looking at them like they're all idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Not very nice.
You're in front of you're in front of this apartment. You
Yeah.
can scoot in. You could look around. You could do,
Yeah. I'm gonna leave these three to their own devices, and I'm gonna see if I can get into this guy's apartment now that seems he's ran off. So I know he won't be bothering me.
Juno, you've gone and snuck into this apartment. So here's what you see. Like I said, this is an apartment of. You only saw one like man in there, but you could extrapolate that it's a very small apartment. There's not like a ton of different rooms. It's more or less a studio apartment, so you can assume that there's only one person that lives here. There is a big corkboard on the wall with a lot of like printed off documents and stuff. And as you look at over at his desk, there's several computer monitors, each with different things on the screen. The first being a report on, what did you say before? Mid-carpal or
Mid-tarsal.
Mid-tarsal. It's a report about like the mid-tarsal theory. Yeah, the mid-tarsal break theory. On the other, there's like a podcast, like video running, Sasquatch Chronicles. And on the corkboard, there's a lot of other like kind of printed off sightings that if you were to like go closer, you could I could just tell you if you wanted. But it looks like the room of somebody who, what is that?
Bigfoot Field Research Organization.
Really? Perfect. BFRO.
It's the actual thing.
BFRO.
Yeah, you see that logo in a few places, and you can just tell that this guy is tracking Bigfoot in a way that feels a bit more like, no, I'm actually tracking. You can see like gear piled up near the door, like with binoculars and a camera and some other like things wrapped up in large like canvas, and you can tell that like he's prepped and ready to go relatively soon, with other like photos and text printings that show like this history lesson that he clearly has been researching of like Bigfoot sightings over history and like connecting, like there's red string and stuff connecting everything together. So that's what you see when you crawl inside. I'm going to give you can look for two things in particular. You can like, I want to go look at the computer. I want to go look at this. I want to investigate the bag. I want to look at, you can pick two things before something else will happen.
Let's go take a look at the computers.
Okay. Like I said, on the computer, you've got the mid-tarsal break.
Yeah.
Okay. That is like
a hinge in the middle of the foot.
You're gonna go home and you're gonna research all this.
You're going to.
Like, I'm never gonna forget it again. I've already forgotten it.
Look up Dr. Jeff Meldrum.
Okay. Yeah. Dr. Jeff Meldrum is on the slide. Meldrum. Fuck. And so like I said, there's also a video running that you can hear somebody speaking. This guy talking about how like there's a community of people, like, yeah, guys, I'm so glad that you've been sharing on the forums, and it sounds like, yep, we've started to put a pattern together of like, you know, Bigfoot sightings and the different things, and it all seems to be stemming from like this like shimmering, like sparkle aspect, and people report things being stolen, and it's really bizarre. But like, starting to put it down, really get and off to the third screen that you didn't see from where you were before, looks like you would know this from your human form, more of like a eBay, but not one that you're familiar with, or like Craigslist. It's more like dark web adjacent of like people buying stuff.
Dark web, Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, and there's like a filing cabinet nearby with lots of stuff that you could further investigate if you wanted, but that's what's on those are the three things on his three screens. You get one more.
Let's go check out. So I'm gonna go over to the corkboard.
Okay. I'm gonna give you one other detail from that like dark web one, because you have a research skill. So I'm gonna just give this to you. So the other thing you see there is what seems like a lot of. It looks similar to like what you would see on a gambling site or something like that. But it also, this is gonna hit close to home for Juno, but also for you, Rachel. It's kind of like Deadpool, the literal Deadpool of the pool of
where he got his name from.
Exactly. Of like there's dollars, there's a lot of dollar signs and numbers and like data around like dead or alive and all of this stuff that you can't really make out because it's somewhat coded, but you, given your familiarity with the concept, you can kind of follow that there is maybe a literal bounty here, in addition to people reporting like things stolen of value, that have some connection to what they think are Bigfoot sightings. Okay, so you said the corkboard was the other one. There's not a lot of other things than what I shared already with the like photographs and other data from over time that he's starting to suss out, but you can see a map that has like triangulated some of the sightings that you can connect back to what they were sharing on the video podcast thing, that look like thefts or other quote unquote sightings that have been documented. There's like a vague perimeter out in the forest or out in the woods nearby that is starting to like hone in on like a workable area that you can maybe extrapolate that he's going to go off and look around. So this is you as the cat.
After taking all this in, my first instinct is to think it's dull and to go, since the guy's not going home, go climb on his bed and take a nap for the next 16 hours. That's my first.
You're going to go
instinct.
sleep?
Yes.
Okay. That's perfect. Okay.
The guy is at home. I find the bedroom. The bed is a little unkempt, but
Juno, you went to sleep in cat form in this bed. As you're like curling up, you can hear like Bane dog catcher outside, like, "Ow, that really hurt. He got my nutsack." And they're like recovering as the dogs. You hear dogs barking and all these other animal sounds outside as they're trying to like wrangle and recapture these pets that escaped. Fast forward a little bit, and you don't sleep all that long before you hear like a loud crack as the door swings wide open, and the guy from before comes rushing back inside and sees you there sleeping on the bed. This is where we'll cut to the three of you guys with Arfred. So what are you all? You guys are heading off into the woods, right?
Yeah, we're trying to get away.
You're just running away. Yeah. So you escape safely. You're now in completely unfamiliar terrain.
Arfred, keep up with us. Keep up with us, Arfred. You guys okay?
Yeah. With you leading, I feel like I can do anything.
Did you see when we nailed that dog catcher?
That was great.
Where are we? This is dark out here now.
What do I smell now?
Great question. Go ahead and give me a physical roll with
Okay.
advantage. All right.
I rolled 2 11s right there, and yeah.
What is your physical?
I'm gonna fail. I got
Fail. You're just gonna let it fail.
Can I? Hey, boss. Can I use some of that luck?
Thanks for calling me boss. Yeah, sure.
Delegate. That's 4. You can take 4 luck off. All right. So you smell the same like gross fur smell that you had before. You look up, you hear even more like kind of crashing and like snapping of branches, and it feels like it's above you, but it's like a larger creature moving
You guys hear that?
away from you.
I heard something. I'm smelling something nasty, something rank.
Master, should we go after? Should we follow that scary sound?
I mean,
or should
I just
we...
heard it. I'm not sure we need to go after it. Do you guys want to go after it?
It's away from the catchers.
We're free now. I mean, well, yeah, that's true. All right. Well, let's go after it. I don't care. That's fine.
You're such a open-minded boss, Master Chauncey. Thank you.
Educating them.
He was good at delegating.
You're delegating. Okay.
Now he's getting a suit and tie.
George, I
Yes.
want you to creep up on that noise, and we're all going to sit back. You tell us what you see and smell. Okay?
What? Myself?
Yeah, you're perfect for this.
No,
Look at you. You're a German.
No.
You're a German Shepherd.
You're the most equipped. I'm a potbelly pig, for crying out loud.
God, this is what I get for buttering you up. That's what happened, folks. Nice guys finish last.
Your self-doubt is really taking over here. So as you like go off to track, let's cut back to Juno. Thank God. So Juno, you see...
Acquiring information.
Yeah,
so.
you really thank God you went into this apartment. You see this guy come again. He came crashing in. He sees you and goes, "Well, what do we have here?" And he comes over to try and like pet you.
I let him get a couple of scratches by the ears, but that's about it. Before I'm like, I just kind of look at him, like I don't really care, and then just turn my head away, disinjured.
That's a good cat. Thank you. I would please don't scratch me. I'm I'm very nice. I'm very nice. I do have these scars on my face. How'd you get? You must have come in through that window. I was thinking about getting a pet today, and lo and behold, you're here. I had a really bad day. I got fired, and now I need something to believe in again. And this is what I need your help with. And he like gestures wildly to the Bigfoot stuff. And he goes like, I know he's out there. I believe. And nobody understands, even if they think other things are more important. But if you'll help me, you will never need to find another home again. How about that? And he tries to pet you again.
Yeah, he gets a couple scratches.
Okay. He goes, this is going to be great. Okay. So when I finally find him, my life is going to be so much better. So first, here, smell this. Or he takes out like a case that is like, it actually has like a lock on it. It's like a very elaborate contraption to protect like something very valuable to him. He like puts in a little code and then he unlocks it and takes out this like little tuft of fur and he puts it under your nose to smell it.
I give it a cursory sniff.
Okay. Because you're the seeker, right? You're the tracker one?
Mhm.
Okay. How about that? That worked out. The one thing that's worked out, you get like a intense, perfect sense GPS map of like a incredibly long distance of where this fur smell is connecting to in the world, because it is so distinct. It is kind of nasty and gross, but it is so unique that you've never smelled it before, and you know like exactly which way to go because it is your tracker skill or whatever else I gave to your character. So you know exactly where to go from a cat standpoint, but you're also a cat and you're not a dog. You may not just like go along with it, but yeah, can you read what the tracker power gives you? Because
It says you automatically can follow a trait left by a specific creature based on physical evidence.
Yeah, the trail. Yeah. So you know exactly where to go.
I can follow it.
You
The
can
question
follow.
is,
Yeah.
do I want to?
So this is the big moment of like what do you want to do?
Well, yeah. The old adage goes, curiosity killed the cat. I sniffed it. I got the tracking mode is activated without any sort of acknowledgement to him. I just immediately get up, hop off the bed, walk straight out of his bedroom door, down the hallway to the door that leads to presumably the rest of his apartment building. And I just stand there and I look at the door and I look back in his direction and then I look back at the door and I hope that the idiot human understands what I'm trying to tell him.
Yep. Okay. So he's like, yes. This is happening. It's going to happen. We're going to find him. We're going to finally find him. And he grabs all of his stuff and he packs up and he heads out and he goes, let's go, cat. We're going to find Bigfoot.
Thank you everyone so much for listening to part 1 of our Bigfoot's Bounty one-shot. This episode featured myself, Matt Kroeger, your game master, Chauncey Frend as Chauncey Winkler, Rachel Frend as Juno Brightwell, Ben Phillippe as George, and Colin Orr as Colin Orr. Our theme song is by Funeral Language. You can follow us on the social medias and YouTube at One Shot to Survive. And if you enjoyed the show, maybe consider leaving a review in your podcast app, or, word of mouth is awesome too, so share it with all your Dick Van Dyke pranking friends, or just share it with anybody. You don't have to be that specific. We also have a Patreon at patreon.com/oneshot2survive, where you can gain access to exclusive bonus content like the Double Shot, our recap podcast where Colin and I break down the episode, and if you sign up to be a patron, you get the one-shot guide from this very episode in the event that you too want to educate your players against their will about the mid-tarsal break. I can't remember. Bigfoot's Bounty Part 2 will be available May 27th. Thanks for listening. Do good and be well, friends. Bye.
What's that?
Like
Little
little
thing-
things skittering. Just skittering.
Little skitters?
Little skitters.
I don't like fluttering. Tell me about skittering.
Yeah.
It's that, but on the ground.
On the ground. Fluttering creeps me out.
Fluttering, but
Fluttering works in all space. X, Y, and Z. You know,
It's land-based fluttering.
I don't like that's sometimes in the water. But like, I don't like land or sea based fluttering.
Yeah, I guess water bugs do skitter, and they are
Sure.
kind of creepy.
Remember the water bug in that one level in Mario 64? The one that
Yeah.
that was a good level. I think it was creepy.
I just want to say for the record, when I said we would be done in a tight 3 hours, there's not a chance
All right.
of that happening. It's
I'll
okay.
cut it down.
No,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is all
yeah.
good stuff. I'm just
Yeah, give me that Oscar timer. You know.
Yeah.